So before I came in here tonight, I sort of left the house after watching, subliminally, and only in my peripheral vision, The Man from Atlantis on Forces TV. And it still felt quite warm to have it on and quite nostalgic. But I actually came to the conclusion, watching Patrick Duffy in said programme, what a bag of shite it was. It really was. It was more than ludicrous. We had there was a threshold of ludicrousness in the 80s with 80s TVs, you know, Sapphire and Steel and whatnot, and Chips. But Man from Atlantis just went above and beyond that sort of ludicrousness with a straight face almost. So I came away sort of in the knowledge, a conclusion of how crap it was. So anyway, guys, welcome to my shed. Guys, I've got some pickups for you tonight. Well, today, should I say. Yeah, some little stumble acrosses, some little finds, seeks and searches, but I'm really happy I got my hands on. So I'm gonna just get straight into it. But guys, I don't know if you remember me saying on one of my last episodes about me being busy and that. This is a sort of a big thing for me because basically, a couple of evenings a week I've been helping out at and working on Starburst magazine. Guys, I'm sure a lot of you know Starburst magazine, and I've actually finally had the privilege to clap my mouse on a good few spreads of the magazine, and that's what I've been working on quite a few evenings a week over the past month, and it's been an absolute privilege working on it. The guys at Starburst magazine, they are a small team. They were hit hard by COVID. These guys do everything themselves, everything. They absolutely graft this mag out editorially and artwork wise. They are, you know, it's all hands to the pump, and you know, it's great to see a magazine still there churning away. They got hit hard by COVID and they've come back. Guys, they are back next week. That magazine lands in the shops that on the 9th of December. If you are a Starburst fan, guys, this one is a big one. They are going quarterly. They are going bigger, like your retro gamer magazine. They've gone like almost like annual size. They have gone so many pages bigger, and it is impactful and it's interesting. This one is a big one. If you like horror movies, check this one out. I don't want to give too much away, but get on it. This is Starburst's big release for the end of the year, and they are coming back with a vengeance. You know, small team grafting their backsides off to get this thing back to you. So guys, if you are a Starburst fan, you get in there. I have been absolutely privileged to work on the magazine. I can't appreciate it enough, and you know, they give me an opportunity to get in there and, you know, get busy. They just let me do what I want, and that is just absolutely fantastic because they are old school. You know, it's all right with all your social media and all the rest of it, but the bottom line is, even today, we all like to own something, don't we? We've all got something that has. We're all on here collecting. Why are we all collecting? Why is everyone a collector now? Why are all these young lads and girls collecting VHS? Because it's good to have something physical, and it's good to have something physical from the past and the present, and that's why it's not all about the download. God, you know, download's got its place, but I'll tell you what, guys, you know, there's nothing I like more than a good mag, and Starburst magazine is coming back, and they are coming back hard. So guys, if you like sci-fi, horror, the cult lifestyle, cult magazines, get yourself this next Starburst because it's a big one. These guys don't F about. They have thought about this. They've looked at themselves and they've thought about what they like and what they're going to do, and they're just thinking, you know what, we're going to do what we want to do, and we're going to put it out there. Guys, get on it. Starburst magazine out on the 9th. So that's where I've been tied up in an evening working on that, and I'll be honest with you guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. absolute pleasure working on it, and you know, get on it. So you may see some of my work in there. Lots of editors, writers from all over the place, all over the world. You know, these guys just put it in on their own backs. Starburst there, they just make it happen. So I'm being serious, guys, get on it. So make sure you get on this one. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Gonna get onto the pickups. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start off with this. This was a bit of a rummage round, and I didn't know it was even released. And I love, even though I struggled on the one on the PS3, my last one, and I thought I'm gonna get it. It's only £4, and that is Wolfenstein Old Blood. Again, probably bought it for the artwork. I love these sort of electrodes coming out the soldier's backpack. There's a real big thing for Nazi zombies at the minute, you know. It's just it's just nuts, isn't it? It does look really cool, but yeah, so I had to get it. So Wolfenstein, and that is Old Blood, and you know, I'll give it a go. So yeah, that was £4. And then while I was in this in CX, by the way, buried away, tucked away without any sort of importance really, it didn't get the precedence it deserved, and that was, and I put this off because it was so expensive, and then all of a sudden interest shines away to somewhere else, to some new in thing, and I got Sega's Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, and that is something I've been after a while, but I didn't want to pay 25 quid for it. You know, guys, it's Mike's Shed. We are doing this on a budget. It's a budget. This whole thing. Listen, if there's £1,000 in this shed, I will show my ass at rush hour. How about that? How about that? So, yeah, really pleased with that. And that is Fist of the North Star. I think I watched the anime. Yeah, I did watch the anime a long time ago. Well, probably late 90s. And I'll be honest with you, I loved the animation. I didn't get how big it was, and I don't look at for a film for me to be big, and I don't know how to explain it. It has to be sort of Iron Giant sort of scale. Akira, I mean, I say Akira, but I've only ever watched Akira once, you know, and that was a long time ago. And some films, I mean, everyone raved on about Wicked City, and I watched Wicked City, and loads of boring bits in it. It was like, it's so explanatory. And yet I've watched a real crap one like, well, it's not crap. It's gone more, not Pat LeBeau. I can't remember. The robot with the two big ears, and the girl, they're a duo team. Honestly, it's gone. But that was one I really liked, and I've got that on a pirate, and I watched it, and I found it really entertaining, really action-packed, great story. Pat LeBeau. Appleseed, one of the Appleseeds years ago, and I've bought them since. And I really liked the trailer to one of the Appleseeds, but when I started watching it, the new CGI enhanced ones, if it's CGI, and it was a bit like, oh man, this is just dry. So I do like some of the sort of like this, you know, G4 style, Gatchaman style animations, you know. A tangent again. So yeah, so that is Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, and I know this is a good game, and I actually can't wait to get on that. Guys, this is getting so difficult to keep on top. Let me give you an idea of what's going on in here at the minute, right? So this is how packed things. So I have got stuff literally all over the show. I mean, look at it, it's just getting ridiculous. Things are building up. I actually think I've got a bit of a problem, you know, and I ain't kidding here, but I'm loving it. It's real. There's so much stuff in here, there's so much to do, and I'm really fighting the sort of coming in and going, I actually do not know what to put on. That is the worst thing in the world. So I do try and watch whatever film-wise. I try and bang it on and watch it as soon as I can. So guys, I'm going to move this on straight away. So Fist of the North Star. So I'm really getting into the Blu-ray PS4 thing, and that'll probably go in the house because there's room. So that's something I really want to work on. I've got loads I want to work on anyway. So next up, getting a bit dry. 1 second. Next up we have something here. Get this open. It's Music Magpie. And we have, now we're talking. We are talking Pool Party Massacre. This is practically going to be soft porn, innit? You know. But I actually couldn't resist it. You know, I do have low budget levels, but when it's really bad, I'll probably chuck a few quid in there. So that's Pool Party Massacre. I think it's 4 quid or something like that. 5 quid, I don't know. It's worth it, it's worth it. Let's chuck it on top of the pile. Chuck it on the pile. Okay. Got another bag here. Let's get this open. And right, so this is something a film I've been meaning to watch for a long time, and I thought I'm never going to do it unless I buy it. And I know you're all going to praise this one because I know a lot of you like it, and I think I need to give it a go. And that is Dead Man's Shoes. And the reviews rave about this, and I think it's worth it. I don't know how it slipped past me. I have no idea how it slipped past me. But this is one I'm actually really looking forward to. This is me and the wifey sitting down and watching this because I know it's got the cred. You know, me and the wifey probably won't sit down and watch Pool Party Massacre, but I might throw that on later on. Don't know, on my own. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, Dead Man's Shoes. Really happy with that. Next in the bag we have, and I quite like the graphics on this, and it is Dodgeball on the PS2. Big head graphics, bit of fun, and I really fancy it. I really fancy it. I don't know if you can see them graphics there. And you know, it was a couple of quid. I've seen this going quite expensive, and then even on Music Magpie, and for some reason it was really cheap. Now, in my history of buying video games or any DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, when they're cheap, there's a reason for it. But I've been lucky lately, even on the cheap ones. So, no manual. That does piss me off, but you know what? How do you lose a manual in a video game? How do you lose a manual in a video game? Right? How do you do it? And the only reason I can think it is because these games are bought by proper stoners, and then there's a bunch of guys round at someone's house. They whack a game on. It's like, oh, you do this, and they're passing the manual round. And it just gets, used as a fucking what do you call it in a spliff? What do you call it? The cardboard bit you roll up and chuck in the end. Guys, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. What's it called? The roach. The instructions manuals are used as a roach. So that's how I'm going to look at things from now on. Any video games or DVDs or whatever I turn up, if there's no manual, I'm just going to go roach material. So yeah, Dodgeball, PS2, 505. I'm not a massive fan of 505, but there you go. So got another package here, and this is, I'm going massacre crazy tonight, and it is Driving Massacre. You know what it is? I just wanted to feel like I wanted to know what I was missing out on these massacre movies, because I'll be honest with you, I've always thought they were crap, but they look like fun. This is like sticky as hell. Look at the state of that. I'm not even sure that's the real cover. But yeah, Driving Massacre. So that looks like good fun. And then finally, pissing me off a bit this, because I thought this was a box set. It better not be what I think it is. Oh man, this is why it was so cheap. They made it like a box set. It's not, it's a compilation DVD, and it is Doll Graveyard. Now I think they've effed up at, this should be, it's described as a compilation of films. That's annoying that. I mean, I didn't pay much for it, but it was short. It looked like a box set. I need to look back at that purchase. I mean, Music Magpie are pretty good. I'll get back onto them and explain. But yeah, Doll Graveyard. But that was supposed to come, I am certain, with Puppet Master, all the Puppet Masters, any doll movie, dolls, every doll movie is supposed to be in that. So they are getting tapped up, because I'm a fucking good customer of theirs, and I'm a bit cheesed off. But they're very good, and I'm sure it's a simple mistake. They look really scary, don't they? Just pissed off because I was looking forward to having a compilation of all those. Kind of like dolls. I only watched Dolls recently. I'd never seen it before. I watched it with the kids and we quite enjoyed it. How these films were 18, some of them. It's just like, compared to anything now, these films are so tame, so tame. Unless there's sexual content. You know, if there's sexual content, then you know. But the horror side of it is just ridiculously tame. So yeah, so Doll Graveyard. And that's me wrapped up for tonight, guys. There was something I wanted to talk to you about, and I can't actually remember what it was, to be honest with you. So I'm going to leave it at that. But as you can see, guys, we are getting a full house in the shed here. It is getting absolutely crazy. I've got a lovely little console collection growing. Xbox, you know, Mega Drive, you name it. I've been looking at a few other things as well. So, guys, as always, it's a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay frosty, and I'll see you again at the shed. Take care.